This is another game Papaya Pete sent me. It's the Incas. It's an Incas mirror on Arabia. And the clips are back on Arabia, as you can see. Papaya Pete always with the GLHF. Friendly player he is. I don't know if Kulo picked mirror here or what's going on. Papaya Pete, more often than not, keeps the random option open. But maybe Kulo did go for the random. No mutual random plus mirror. Yes, that is just Incas, underrated civ indeed. I like playing them. It's so nice to have extra pop base from the houses. You can see Kulo actually knows this. He's a seasoned Incas player. He only drops one house because he knows that he's going to have 15 pop space, and he saved a bit of wood to, yeah, to make other things happen. I just got an idea here. Oh, that's a horrible lemon camp. Please don't place it there. That's a house. Hotkey mistake. Happens to the best of us. But what to expect from Incas mirror? It's actually an interesting mirror matchup. Because, yes, they have a lot of options. There's not going to be any cavalry scene here, obviously. But let's say one player goes Eagles, Gaslight Eagles. Then the other Incas player goes Slingers. To deal with that. Let's say one player opens men-at-arms into archers. Then you could either respond with your own men-at-arms, or you just go straight into archers and skirms, or just straight skirms yourself. Don't think we'll see Kameyuks here, because there's not going to be any cavalry played here. So you don't really need that unique unit, but might of course eventually see some castle drops here. Oh, here. But the Incas very open tech tree aside from not having cavalry. Lots of options, lots of counter units to other civilizations. I think in this mirror matchup I would go for just your go-to men-at-arms into archers, I think, because it's such a strong opening against most civs. Papaya Pit, that seems scary to have all the pigs so far away from the TC. That's risky. No pre-mill rush for Kulo at least. The mill is going up at population 17 here. Could be a men-at-arms build, I'm not sure. Another thing about the Incas is that they get a llama to begin with, so you could more easily scout with 3 sheep without losing anything from it. And it gives you a boost of 100 food. Obviously goes for both players. Looks like Papaya Pete has been pushing some deer here, at least 2 of them, whereas our red player didn't push any at all. Did he even scout them? Yeah, he did scout them, he just didn't push them. And he's going for towers! Woo! 4 on stone here. Nothing on gold, so it's going to be straight towers. Not men-at-arms towers, but straight towers. So he's moving forward again, confirms the TC location, just casually dodges the fire there, hopefully. That's dangerously close, but he gets it. He's also going to spot Papaya Pit dropping the barracks over here. No loom for Papaya Pit. This could be nasty. Wait, hold on. 17 pop up here? I guess it's possible with the Incas. I'm surprised it doesn't engage, because this villager does not have loom. You could easily deny that even with the TC down below here. Why aren't you attacking with the eagle here? Oh, he's just teasing. He's gonna get it now. No, he gets it. Nice. So the barracks gets delayed. Papaya Pit's barracks won't complete just yet. The fuel age is in at 823 for Kulo. 1, 3, 4, 5. It's dropping a tower now on the gold here. First thing to deny. Does he know that Papaya Pete has a gold in the back though? He does. So this should probably just Papaya Pete know. Yeah, he does as well. So it's probably going to go for that one. The barracks get severely delayed here from Papaya Pete, but it's not a disaster. The barracks completes and Papaya Pete will be able to make archers if that's his game plan here. But he needs to deal with the towers as well. This isn't completely walled in, so you might just want to pull the villagers and tear this tower down while you can if you're Papaya Pete. If you see it, and you do indeed. Does not see the second tower going up. But that's an easy fight to win unless the garrison tower gets Papaya Pete Scout. Okay. I have to say, good map reading on Kulo here. He doesn't know about the second stone, but from Kulo's understanding of the map now, one of the stones is really forward. He did not scout the other one, so this is going to be Papaya Pete's salvation here. He's actually sending 4 villagers to stone now to boost that stone income. Small walling to keep the berries safe from... yeah, safe. I guess you could still tower the berries here and take Papaya Pete off the food as well. That's a good defensive tower though, keeping the berries and the wood safe. Gold in the back is safe as well, so Papaya Pete could eventually get an archery range up and hit what has to be a very exposed economy at home for Kulo. Yep, here's the range. So definitely potential for counter-attacking Papaya Pete, as Papaya Pete went up to the fuel age at a higher population. As a result, he has a better economy as well. Kulo went up at 17 population, so obviously no eco upgrades available for Kulo. He's been able to get the blacksmith up to get an extra range and extra attack for the towers though. So it's still accomplishing something with the tower rushes here. Here comes the blacksmith for Papaya Pete as well. Let's make the archers, so he should be able to snipe villagers if they somehow move outside the tower fire here. He could also garrison archers in the tower to free up villager working time, which I think would... Yep, there you go. He ungarrisons one villager, going to garrison another archer. And hence take a much more sustainable fight against Kulo's aggression here. Another defensive tower going up, so it really limits the further entry of Kulo here. And that comes down to Kulo's scouting as well. Kulo only found this stone, not the main stone, the biggest stone patch in the back here. If Kulo had denied this one somehow, then Papaya Pete would be in a lot more trouble. And technically this stone is still accessible for Papaya Pete as well. Seeding some farms, not around TCE, could probably seed a couple on the far side of the towers. But overall a good reaction to the thrush by Papaya Pete here. At min 16 they're both still in the fuel age obviously, and it's tower aggression versus tower defense. Some villagers go down for Papaya Pete now. It's lost 3 villagers so far, 4 villagers, so Kulo is establishing a villager's lead here, but he does not have the eco lead necessarily, and has much weaker and more fragile economy, as Papaya Pete has sent only 1 villager forward, archer forward, but with fletching. to idle all of the stone. So only 2 more towers available for Kulo unless he starts collecting more stone. Papaya Pete moves back in, but 2 archers, that's not going to be enough to deny this tower, I don't think. So that is... yeah. He either suspects it or just sees it and pulls away. But even if you can't hit the... yeah, he sees the tower, has to back off from that one. Actually keeps all of the archers alive. Good dodge there. Good reaction. Only 2 on stone for Kulo now, so I think Kulo has gone to see the couple of farms to... yeah, get the eco rolling. Is actually closing in on that Castle Age transition. That's not something you can say about Papaya Pete, but Papaya Pete has the military. That is not the case for Kulo. So the red player is definitely at risk of losing some villagers to this aggression. There's 6 archers with fletching. They should easily be sniping a couple of villagers here, since the Incas don't benefit from the blacksmith armor upgrades in the feudal age for villagers anymore. In the Castle Age, it's a different story though. So when or if Kulo makes it to the Castle Age here, he has both buildings. He just needs a tiny bit more fruit. He'll be able to click that Castle Age and possibly research blacksmith upgrades to have more durable villagers. That's 1 archer down for Papaya Pete. He could of course try to move closer to the tower to sit underneath the tower and deny this gold access, but Kulo is also collecting gold down here, so denying the gold at home isn't going to have that huge of an impact for the red player. Who would become Kulo is ridiculous. So he's taking a couple of stragglers and now towering his own woodland as well, with the last stone available to secure that from the archer's aggression. Good tower placements from Kulo, to be honest. It really makes it hard for Papaya Pete to deal proper damage here. And at Papaya Pete's base, there's not really any threat anymore. The towers are annoying, yes, but Papaya Pete is able to seed farms more freely and will also be clicking the Castle Age. Possibly be able to drop a castle in the Imperial Castle Age as well. He just needs 1 more stone to do so, funnily enough. But instead is selling stone, buying food, going Castle Age. And he's going to enter the Castle Age at a decent villagers lead as well. 3, 4, 5 villagers maybe. Castle Age is in for Kulo. What's Kulo gonna do with the Castle Age here? He's not queuing any eagles, the food count is too low for that, but he's queuing mangonels covered by tower fire here in the front base. He has to buy wood to keep bringing out mangonels to the battlefield here. And Papaya Pete suspects what's up. Obviously, he sees the siege workshop is dropping another tower. With the Castle Age kicking in, Papaya Pete could make a university and upgrade to guard towers as well. And Kulo's mangonel investment would struggle to do proper damage. There's the Castle Age for Papaya Pete as well, and he's full on tower defense here. He's defending admirably, I have to say. He'll have to try and keep his TC alive as well. His villagers are running dangerously low on HP, but he's also counter-attacking with the archers. And he's preparing an eagle switch here. Eagles mainly to deal with the siege push here, I believe. His... where are the eagles, actually? Oh, I thought that was a TC for a moment. That's a university because Papaya Pete wants to get guard tower here to upgrade these towers to keep the mangonels away. He's out of stone, he can't repair his towers, he can't repair his TC. And where are the eagles? Are they... Why isn't he engaging? Here we go. Guard tower costs stone and food, I believe. Let me check. But you definitely need stone for it if I don't remember completely wrong here. No, sorry. 100 food, 250 wood for guard tower. So Papaya Pete is not going to be able to afford it yet, looking at the food cost. He's without a TC, so at least he won't be running idle here. But he deals with the mangonels with the Eagle Warriors. He actually prioritized the Eagle Warrior upgrade, and he is able to get, he is able to get guard tower running actually, but he needs to mine or buy more stone to drop a new TC, which might just be going up here, honestly. And in top side, he is still aggressive with the archers. Yeah, it's a cheap upgrade. But then again, towers arguably are expensive in return. They cost 125 stone and 50 wood, so it makes sense that the upgrade to guard tower isn't so expensive. Does give good stats as well. Just look at the comparison here. 500, almost 500 more hit points, and way better attack output. 2 more TCs added by Kulo here somehow. I don't even see how he affords it with this kind of all-in approach, but interesting early aggression for an Incas mirror, and it's incredible that the Papaya Pete survives this aggression as well. Through minute 30 here at this point, he's really doing good work at idling Kulo's home economy here with the little armies he has to send forward. Finally, Papaya Pete is rebuilding the TC. He has a deceivingly low idle TC time here, but that's because he hasn't had a TC for the last 2 minutes. Yeah, the university cost 200 wood, so that's an investment as well. Third barracks going up for Papaya Pete here, so he's going full on the eagles, you know. I think it makes sense. He has safe gold in the back here, he secures the stone as well. And he may or may not be able to claim this area. What's that TC by Kulo here? What the hell? It's a TC behind the towers. To... I don't even... What is that TC? What the heck? +2 defense is in for the Eagles. Papaya Pete is trying his best to clean up the towers with the Eagles investment here. I think they would be put better to use to counter attack, but he's also poke out more Eagles forward here. Kulo, if Kulo had the food, Kulo could drop archery ranges and make slingers to deal with these Eagles, but he has no food eagle whatsoever. It's has been idle for, yeah, because of the raids. So so that's not really an option. Unless he uses the market to buy food to add some slingers. I believe slingers cost food and gold. Correct me if I'm wrong, I think that's the case. Does Incas get arson? I'm pretty sure they do, because they're classified as an infantry civ. And they do indeed. They get squires and arson. They get full barracks upgrades, in fact. Full barracks, full blacksmith. Good job of Papaya Pete to deny the TC forward here. Kulo is losing that TC foundation. He's about to lose the towers as well. And Papaya Pete is insistent upon dealing with these towers with the eagles. He doesn't have arson, but he could get it once the eco allows, of course. So now Papaya Pit is forward. He still has the archers alive. How are these archers still alive? Or did he add more, maybe? But now he's the one pushing it with mangonels, and he wants to deny Kulo the potential for boom, and more importantly, deny the ranges for slingers here. The towers survive. Kulo's forward builder still lives as well. The TC completes. Provides another point of refuge, so Papaya Pit can't easily clean this up. But he's counter-attacking, and since Kulo has so much forward presence, there's not much at home to defend against this aggression, so at least one PC will be eaten here for sure. Nice, Papaya Pit with 14 kills and 44 deaths. So he's lots of army here, admittedly. But the Eco KD is kind of even, and Papaya Pit somehow is only 9 builders behind, even though Kulo has had 3 TCs for a while. 4 in fact, because he has 1 forward as well. Oh, that hurts! Papaya Pit's attention has to be elsewhere. He's probably reacting to the forward tower here, so he loses 4 archers and a mangonel to that 1 defensive mangonel of Kulo there. Pretty decent hit by Kulo there. And somehow the red player managed to keep the town center alive as well. Papaya Pit dropping the second TC now, never too late to expand the economy. That is going to grant wood access and more gold for further eagle investment as well. He is pushing the TC with a ram here. The eagles pop out because the ram goes down, but now they'll eat that mangonel with no problem whatsoever. 10 eagles, I think with +2 defense. They could comfortably attack this TC and deal with the builders inside. Just 1 tower left for cover fire there for Kulo. Score is pretty even as well, but Papaya Pit decides for the counter-attack instead. Mangonel defense isn't going to cut it against 10-15 eagles here. Maybe Papaya Pit isn't too worried about this forward TC either, because it's very inefficient. It's in the middle of structures and everything going on here, and he can address that later. He needs to deal damage to the core economy, the home base of Kulo over here. Slingers have been added by Kulo here, but the food economy is still not allowing for slingers spam. The eagles will actually clean that up because they have the numbers. Slingers have bonus damage against infantry, pretty significant, 10 bonus damage, but if you have enough of a speedy unit like the eagle, you're still going to be just fine. Squires is in Papaya Pit as well, so the eagles move a tiny bit faster than if they didn't. So Kulo is really struggling to... I mean, it's quite a few farms, but it's being idled all the time. Look at the worker efficiency. It's low for both, but it's definitely lower for Kulo here. So Papaya Pit's counter raids the eagles, which is really making sense here. Maybe he just reads right through Kulo as well, knowing that Kulo will not have the food economy to mass enough slingers to deal with the eagle pressure here. It's scrambling up some houses here to mess up the eagles' planting, maybe deny them entry. But we're not quite there yet, and Papaya Pit is back on the gold to deny the gold he sees to the side here. Once again, he needs to dodge the slingers because they do deal 10 bonus damage to infantry. You don't want to joke around with that, but you also need a critical mass to be able to deal with eagles like this. As long as you allow the eagles to get close with small numbers of slingers, it's not going to be enough. Kulo has been sending more, producing more builders forward here as well. Maybe he was thinking about collecting stone to eventually drop a forward castle on Papaya Pit, but Papaya Pit doesn't take the bait. He's mainly committing to the counterattack on Kulo's base here. Oh, Papaypit somehow managed to deal with the Siege Workshop here. And he must have managed to snipe the mangonel that was inside as well, because he had the eagles at the ready. Kulo wants to drop a Rangers forward here now for more Stingers. Look at the KD though! It's still 81 to 30, but Papaypit with more eco kills. He is somehow able to establish a builder's lead here. He has more military out on the field as well. And I don't understand how Papaypit with 12 to 0 military here is able to have such control over the game here. Kulo has killed so many more units, but I guess the Eagles, you only need gold and a tiny bit of food, so... Talk about not taking any chances here. Papaypit with 27 builders to build this forward castle that will hit right on the two ranges here that to produce slingers from Kulo. Kulo's farming economy will yet again be exposed here. Again, Papaypit doesn't stress too much about the forward base here. He wants to hit the core economy, and he essentially hits all 3 town centers here, especially if he gets Bulky and Arrow at some point for the castle as well. That's a huge commitment, though. That's half of Papaypit's economy going into this forward castle here. As Kulo can't stop this, he has 0 military, zilch, nothing. He could maybe drop 1 tower, but that would not be enough to stop this castle from completing. You could garrison this TT as well for some cover fire. He could use this mangonel, but yeah, there's too much going on. Thank you very much, says Papaypit, and funnily enough, both players still have berries left. No, Papaypit actually depleted them, but there's still berries left for Kulo over here. He didn't care, he just moved forward with the builders. Papaypit has spotted the stone. Is he going to double mining camp this stone, or is he going for the gold for the eagles? I think he's hunting the gold for further eagles production. Eagles hype! 17 eagles to 0 builder from Kulo, who is somehow trying to survive this through booming and DC's production. I don't think that's the proper play here, but he certainly thinks about the slingers. He has the 2 ranges forward here. He could easily buy food for slingers if he has the market, that is, and he does. But food is also expensive, so maybe you don't want to do Papaypit that favor with the triple mining camp on the topside gold that used to be Kulo's here. There's 5 TCs for the red player, but not nearly enough food to sustain slingers or builders production here. Looks like Papaypit is going to move back home to deal with the TC here once and for all, and just obstruct Kulo from getting the stone and gold income at his own base. Papaypit, for sure, he wants his main gold back. University Monastery for Kulo. Is Kulo actually going to attempt to go Imperial Age here? What's Imperial Age going to give Kulo, other than a potential defensive castle to deal with Papaypit's very in-your-face castle here? I'm not sure. He's even deleted farms around here to make sure that the builders don't go farming within castle fire range. It's also dropping a tower on the gold that Papaypit has effectively stolen up here. Papaypit could drop a guard tower in defense or just rush it down with villagers here, but yeah, he's dropping his own tower and he's probably going to rush this one down as well, I think. Forward base is coming to an end for Kulo here, and the 17 pop tower rush for Kulo in this Incas mirror is not going to work out. I think it's a guard tower versus a watch tower as well, so Papaypit has better damage output by far here from the guard tower. It has more HP as well, as you can see, 1000 to 1500. A boxing fight between the villagers here, and we may be nearing the end here because Kulo is falling behind in military, falling behind in economy. He's half the population of Papaypit is also losing his forward base. He's going to lose his forward ranges where he was trying to bait the slingers to deal with Papaypit's eagles. And Papaypit showing some serious resilience here in this ranked game between these two 1500 players, only 1 point apart at the time this game was played. Disrespect Siege Workshop here. There's one builder building it underneath tower fire here. Kulo will be losing More builders and DCs here, and he has no way back. He's also going to lose the production capabilities forward. That's his last few remaining military buildings. No use producing military out of these two ranges because there's a castle covering them. 20 military to only 6 here. Some stingers, yes, but as long as the eagles get close enough, Papa Pit can clean that up with his almost fully upgraded Castle Age eagles here. No Imperial Age in sight for either player, although Kulo still has resources in the bank. But again, the eco, multiple TC eco is getting idled all the time. Worker efficiency very low for both players here. But Kulo can't commit the economy to military here because it's being idled and raided everywhere. GG well played to Papaya Pit for taking this game after the very early feudal age for Kulo here. A quick look at the statistics here before moving into the next cast, which will be Yo-Yo Dude, who submitted an arena game that was supposedly a good one. Hope it's not a 2-hour long arena game, but we'll see how it turns out. GG well played to Papaya Pit, though. Seems to know his way around the mirror matchups as well.